thinking about moving to Austin, Texas, before you pack up and make that decision, there's a few things people don't realize until they actually get here, especially if buying a home is part of the plan. I'm Shannon Green. I'm a local Austin, Texas realtor, and I help people relocate here and buy homes all around the Austin and surrounding areas. I've lived in Austin for decades, and I work with relocating buyers every week. So what does that mean? Well, I get to see firsthand where people get surprised and where they had wished they had understood things earlier. So in this video, we're going to talk about 3 big things that really shape the relocation experience here. First, how the cost of living actually works here in Austin. Not just prices, but what your payment really feels like month to month. Second, how neighborhoods function day to day, and why people sometimes end up unhappy even when they bought a great house. And third, how traffic and daily life really works here, and why location decisions matter more than most people expect. Let's talk about cost of living, because this is where I see the biggest disconnect for people moving to Austin. Most people know Austin isn't cheap anymore. That part isn't the surprise. The surprise is how uneven the costs are and how easy it is to misjudge what your actual monthly payment will look like. Here's a real example that explains this. I recently came across a home in Georgetown. It's about 2,400 square feet, sits on 1.8 acres, priced around $650,000. It was built in the late 80s, and the tax rate on the home was 1.55%, which put the annual property taxes just under $10,000 per year. Now, compare that to a different home, similar size, similar price, built in 2018 in Leander. That home has a tax rate of 2.95%, which puts the annual property taxes just around $14,000. That's a $4,000 difference per year, which divided up turns out to be over $300 difference in payments between the two homes. For two homes that on paper look similar, but payments end up very different. And this is where buyers get tripped up the most. They focus on price, bedroom count, or how new the home is, without realizing that the tax rate alone can change everything, especially the payment. Texas doesn't have a state income tax, which is great, but property taxes do a lot of the heavy lifting here. Insurance adds another layer here as well. Coverage can vary based on the age of the home, the location, and even recent claim activity in the area. So when buyers ask me, can I afford this home? The better question is, will this payment still be comfortable month after month? Not just on paper, but in real life. This matters whether you're buying right away or renting now and preparing to buy. Understanding these costs early helps you avoid stretching too far or actually overlooking another option that might be a better fit. Thinking about relocating to Austin or the surrounding areas? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers to the best hospitals and a boatload of other things you might need to know before making the move. And the best part is it's 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. I hope that helps. Now let's talk about neighborhoods, because this is another area where decisions look good on paper, but don't always feel good once you're living there. Most people start by asking, where should I live? But I feel like that's the wrong place to start. The better question for me is, how do I want my day-to-day life to work? Austin is not a one-size-fits-all city. Where you live affects your commute, your stress level, your weekends, and how long you actually stay in the home. Central Austin neighborhoods appeal to buyers that want to be near downtown. That can be great, but it also means possibly smaller lots, higher prices, older homes, and decisions around updates and maintenance. Some buyers love that. Others don't really understand and realize what it means until they're already in it. North Austin, Cedar Park, Round Rock might offer newer homes and maybe more space. The trade-off is usually commute time. For some people, that's easy. For others, it slowly becomes the one thing that they didn't factor in enough. Parts of Southeast Austin has newer master plan communities. Think trails, all the amenities, modern new layouts, but newer areas often come with higher tax rates and commute patterns that matter more than people realize. South and Southwest Austin are more established, closer to downtown and the airport, and you will see a mix of beautifully updated homes and others that might need some cosmetic updates because they are older homes, but you can pick and choose and update it to your liking. For buyers who want location and flexibility, this balance often makes sense, which is why inventory can be very competitive. Then there are surrounding areas like the suburbs of Buda, Kyle, Pflugerville, Leander, Liberty Hill. These areas tend to give buyers more house for the money, sometimes new construction or larger floor plans, even if lot size isn't dramatically bigger. But this is where commute tolerance becomes very real. What looks fine on a map doesn't always feel fine at 7:30 in the morning. This is why I help buyers narrow it down to 2 or 3 areas, not 10. When buyers understand the trade-offs before they fall in love with the house, they make better decisions and they're much happier long-term. Hey guys, I'm Shannon Green, and as much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over make the move here to Austin. I've helped countless people make the move, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen, and it's linked in the description in case you missed that on-screen pop-up. And I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to Austin. Now, let's talk about daily life, especially traffic, because I believe this is one of the most misunderstood parts of moving here and relocating here. People will always ask, how bad is the traffic? But that's not really the right question. The better question is, how does Austin traffic behave and how will it affect my routine? Austin traffic is very directional and time dependent, not gridlocked everywhere all day. Certain routes will back up hard and at very specific times. That's why where you live matters so much. Not just distance, but direction, road access, and timing. Here's a real life example. Last Friday, I left my driveway at 5 o'clock on the dot, thinking traffic would be a little bit heavier. I was heading downtown to see a show at Zach Scott Theater, and that is right in the heart of downtown. I pulled into the parking lot at the theater at 5:18 p.m. So from my driveway at 5 p.m. to Zach Scott Theater downtown at 5:18 p.m. That wasn't luck, that was location. I live in an established neighborhood outside of downtown Austin, southwest of downtown, with quick access to routes I use daily. That means I get to enjoy downtown when I want without living in the middle of it every single day. This affects more than just your commute. It affects spontaneity, your evenings, your weekends. Austin has amazing food, music, outdoor spaces, trails, you name it. But how much you enjoy them depends on how easy they are to access. So let's pull all of this together. Deciding whether or not Austin is right for you isn't about the hype or the rankings. It really comes down to 3 things. First, cost structure, not just price, but how taxes, insurance, and location can affect your payment. Second, location trade-offs. There is no perfect neighborhood, only areas that work better for certain types of lifestyles. And third, how much you actually live day to day. Not what looks good on a map, but how traffic and access can affect your routine. Austin can be an incredible place to live and own a home, but it works best for people who are intentional about budget, intentional about location, and intentional about lifestyle. If you are planning to buy or sell in the Austin area, or if you are considering relocating here, I would love to help you. I love working with clients individually and finding out exactly what their lifestyle looks like, understanding what their commute is with their work and their family needs, matching that up to the right area, and finding a place that they can call home. So feel free to reach out, call me, text me, or email me. I respond to all of them, and I look forward to meeting you, and I will see you on the next video.